Hi, John. It's nice to see you again. So just regarding your questions from our previous call, I wanted to meet with you again to give you some helpful tools and information that can assist you in finding credible resources and information online. So as you're well aware, it can be very overwhelming doing research online. So it's really important that you determine which resources are credible and weed out the ones that aren't. So there's actually a really great tool. The acronym is CRAAP, and it's a kind of test that you can do on your resources in order to determine whether they are accurate and credible or not so much. So I'm actually going to go through that with you today. And at the end of our session, I'm actually going to email you a copy so that you can have it for future reference and use it when you're doing your own research at home. So the first thing we're going to look at is the C aspect of the CRAAP, which is currency. So you're going to look at the timeliness of the information. You'll want to check when the information was published or posted, and if it's been revised or updated since. So depending on your topic, older information may still be relevant, just depending. But you want to see if the links are still functional. So if there's any links on there and you can click on them and they still function, that's a good sign. So next we're going to look at relevance, which is the R portion of the CRAAP. So you want to look at whether or not your information relates to your topic, and if it answers your question. And you also want to make sure that the information is at an appropriate level for your needs. So if it's written, kind of medical jargon, it might not be the best article for you because you want to make sure that you do understand what you're reading. Next, we look at authority, which looks at the source of information. So we want to know who's the author, or publisher, source, sponsor, what their credentials are, if there's any contact information on the page. So they might list their email address, their phone number. Those are all really good signs. They show credibility. And the URL can actually reveal the source as well. So you can have .com, you can have .org, .gov. So .com you can't always trust just because anybody can make a website with a .com. So you do really need to make sure that you use this tool accurately so that you can weed out the non-credible information. So next we move on to accuracy. So where is the information coming from? Is the information supported by any evidence? Has it been reviewed? If you're able to verify the information from another source or any personal knowledge that you may already have on the subject. And if there's any spelling errors. So if there's spelling errors in an article that's supposed to be professional, it's kind of a red flag. So lastly, we look at the purpose. So what is the purpose of this information? Are the author's intentions or purpose clear? If there's any information is the information based on facts or opinions? And is there any biases? So you just want to make sure that you're getting unbiased information, because you don't want it to be based on a person's view of something. You want it to be factual and relevant to your topic. So that being said, that's the CRAAP test that you can use when doing your own research. That being said, I did find a website that is relevant to hepatitis B. It had some good information, and in using this tool, I did verify that it was a good source. So the website I used was the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It had a recent date, functional links. The information was easy to understand. It was really relatable to your topic. The CDC is a reputable source. There was contact information listed. The information was factual. There was no spelling errors. And it was based on facts, and it was an unbiased article. So just based on that, I can confirm that this would be a good source for you to go to and use. And hopefully that will help you in you furthering your research in the future. So if you have any other questions at all, please do reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you. Happy researching.